Well, it's Saturday the 25th out here, kind of raining off and on. I'm back at this. Guess you can see what I got there. I got one of my fender well patches just kind of stuck there. I'm trying to figure out this corner. I've got these things, which are supposed to be truck corners, but no matter which truck I put them on around here, they don't fit. I mean, they're way off. So the only way to make this truck look right would be to replace both corners of these things, and then you know, it wouldn't be exactly correct. It'd probably look all right. Hang a bumper on it and hide it, but anyway, so I'm trying to figure this out. So I was going to go out in the back barn and look at the chunk I have off the old Alaska truck and just see if there's enough metal there to maybe fix this corner in a little more correct fashion. Still gonna need patching and stuff. That other one needs patches too, but it doesn't look like this. So I'm gonna go take a look. Well, there's the bumper from the old truck, and anyway, got some other parts here. I got a bunch of the cab pieces here. I got this beat up old nose section, but it's got some decent headlight buckets and bullet sections there to use. The other section I saved was this corner. This is the corner in question, and it's got the right tail light holes in it. Not a whole bunch else. It's, you know, it's got a lot of surface rust underneath. I was looking at this piece, and you know, it'll need fixed down here in the same corner. Splash pan and the inner fender well are still in decent shape. The fender well section itself is fair, but it's pretty wavy. Worse than the section I've got. So kind of thinking I may just chop this thing off above this bottom louver and across the inner fender well, and then bring it around to this end of this vent and run it up and across and over the tail light section. Just take this piece off and then see if I can pound it into some sort of shape and patch the smaller patches and use it. So that's kind of my thought at this point. Well, here's what I got for a patch. So I guess we're gonna throw bad after worse, but anyway, that's what I got. It's gonna need some patching here and there, but not you know, not like the other one. So this is what I'm going to do. I'll start pounding it into some kind of shape. I got to cut this bracket thing off of here so I can fix the sheet metal. There's no way I'm getting that bolt loose, but anyway, I'm going to see if I can make this thing work. Well, I had some company, but I've been whooping on this thing a little bit. And yeah, all things considered, I'm reasonably happy with it. It needs some patching, but at least it's a pattern to patch from. And I think I'm going to hang the bulk of it on this, which really doesn't leave me anything to go by. So I'll fit the other one in place here and tack it on here, weld it on, and then I'll start cutting chunks out of it and making some patches. But it'll replace this this business down in here, the splash pan, and the part that's missing above it. So anyway, that's what I'm fixing to do. Well, more company, but I'm back at this again. Originally I was thinking you know, leave this bottom louver here, but down over here it's pretty screwed up, and this area right here, and the patch that I took off is at least solid, and it's cut off right at the very bottom edge of the second louver here. So I'm thinking that's where I'm going to patch it, and then bring it straight across, use this whole piece here, and yeah, just patch it straight on across. So I got to figure out this inner seam, what I'm going to do in there. This one here is, this seam here is still straight. The other one I had to straighten. And then I need some of this fender well, and you know, the mud flap and all the rest of this. But so I'm going to contemplate exactly where I'm going to patch here. But if I use this whole bit here, that's pretty straight, and then I can figure out my fender patch. You know, later. Figure that business out later. But first thing is to get this corner piece installed. Well, I guess I'm committed now, or should be. Anyway, you can kind of see where we're at. But we'll see what happens here. Anyway, that's the progress. Still cleaning here. Pile's getting bigger. Anyway, I got to go up here, figure out my height, however high I got to go for the patch I've got. I've got this skin removed now from this channel. This channel will have to be repaired down here at the bottom end, as well as the inner side here, but yeah, I can do that stuff later. I got to get it pieced in to figure out exactly what I need, but I got to figure out how high to go here to clean this out, and then, you know, make my cut, whatever I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go second louver rather than the bottom one, being as I have it here on the other piece. So still cleaning, starting to get dark, getting hungry. I may or may not do much more here. I'd kind of like to get this cleaned out up here as far as I'm going to go, but we'll see how far I get. Well, a little more slicing and dicing, and I kind of think that truck hasn't looked like that for a long time. Anyway, it's kind of a preliminary fit. It's kind of stretched over the old metal, but yeah, this here will have to be spot welded in, and then of course I got to cut wherever I'm going to butt weld it or whatever I'm going to do. Fits nice and tight around the corner. This side is not fit in place yet, but it's close. There's a little sharp piece here, which is actually the end of the louver on this truck, the Alaska truck. So I got a place, you know, a representative place to graft on here. This one here is cut off exactly at the bottom, you know, of the louver. So this still has to go up. But right now I just kind of chopped out a little more metal here, and I've got this inside the seam of the old one, and I put a little slice here for the splash pan to go up inside the metal. This is going to get fixed anyway, but yeah, I think it's going to work out alright in the end. Fix my battery tray and stuff, and it ought to be respectable. And now once I get it welded in place, I'll have a stronger base to do my patching. and whatever I'm going to do. The other option is paint it yellow and run it with the holes, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'll patch it up. Too much work here to let it go. So yeah, anyway, we'll call that the corner business for today. So I'm pretty happy. It's gonna be all right. Anyway, thanks for watching.